This is a quick tutorial of how to use MADOKA controller. Let's start from the buttons. You've got 4 buttons, where the one at the bottom, that's the minus, middle button and the plus button. The middle one, you use that for enter into the folders. The plus and minus is to navigate. And then on top, you have your on and off button. So very first setting is to set the temperature. And to set the temperature, what is displayed on the controller is your temperature which you set. If I want to change that temperature, I just simply press the minus or plus button. Once you set your desired temperature, just leave it. That is set now. The next thing I'd like you to know is that when you go into the folders, the screen will disappear fairly quickly. So if you don't do anything, it will come out and then you need to go back again. So when you're not sure what you want to do, if you go to the folders, I suggest just keep pressing it while you're thinking of, where you want to go. Okay? So when you go to the main folders, just press it once and that will show you the fan settings, mode settings, Bluetooth connectivity, the time and date set, and the temperature, which is basically your main screen. So let me start from the first folder, which is the fan. If you go into that folder, you have a selection of speed and automatic speed. Now, you can have either 2 speeds, 3 speeds, or 5 or 6, but that only depends on the type of the indoor unit this controller is connected to. The unit which I'm using in this example has 3 fan speeds and automatic mode, but some of them can have only 2 or 3 no automatic modes, and so on. Whichever the fan speed you select, just press the middle button. That is now set. The second folder is your mode. And you have 5 modes. Let's start from number 1, which is the automatic mode. This automatic mode is designed to switch between heating and cooling to maintain a set temperature. While it seems convenient in theory, there are several reasons why people often find it unreliable or frustrating and prefer manual control. Personally, I find automatic mode may not respond quickly enough to sudden temperature changes, leaving you uncomfortable for longer periods. Also, you may feel too cold or too warm during the system's transition period, leading to a perception that it doesn't work as intended. Also, if the thermostat is placed in a spot with unusual temperature variation, for example near window, a direct sunlight, or in poorly ventilated areas, the system may misinterpret the room's actual temperature and switch modes unnecessarily. So now let's jump to the next mode, which is the heating mode. The heating mode you would generally use in winter, and the next one is the cooling mode, which you obviously would use in summer. The next mode is the dehumidifier mode. This mode is pretty much in every air conditioning unit, and it is generally underused for several reasons. Many people don't understand the purpose of the dehumidifier mode, but it can improve indoor comfort by reducing humidity without overcooling. Some users associate comfort primarily with cooler temperatures and don't realize that reducing humidity can achieve similar or even better comfort levels without excessive cooling. In humidifier mode, the system prioritizes removing moisture rather than aggressively cooling the air. However, this slower cooling effect might seem less effective to those who want quick temperature drop. Well, in this case, you would use just a cooling mode. But many of our customers, they value the quietness of the air conditioning unit. So if you don't really struggle with the heat and you just want to you know, just to keep it slightly cool, just go on the dehumidifier mode. Now there is one restriction: if the room is too cold, that system will not work. I mean that the air conditioning will not kick in. And lastly, the fan only mode, and that is just fan only. And let me go back to, let's say, cooling, and we're gonna go to the next folder, which is the Bluetooth. In that folder, what you're gonna find, first of all, is the unique number. That number is used to identify which controller you want to pair your phone from the list, assuming you have more than one controller. Then you've got the icon of the Bluetooth, and in this case, because my phone is already paired with that device, with that controller, you've got that little icon here that indicates that that controller is already assigned to a device, phone, iPad. If you turning the MADOKA controller on for the first time, you wouldn't see that, and you only have that icon here at the bottom, just above the plus button. Now you can switch it on and switch it off as well. So that's all about the Bluetooth connectivity. And let's go to the main folders. The next one is your clock. You can set the clock and the date, and again, that is it. And then we go to the last folder, and the last folder, as I mentioned before, this is your main screen, which you set your temperatures. Now lastly, I'd like to point out one thing. This controller at the moment for this video is connected to the fan coil unit, where the fan coil unit is not connected to the condenser. That means that it will generate the fault. So if I turn that unit, that controller on, you will see an exclamation mark in this corner here, okay? And that is a common concern many users experience. Generally, an exclamation mark signals an issue that needs your attention. However, if it appears shortly after installation, it's most likely a simple reminder to clean the filter. Here's the thing: the filter clean notification often doesn't mean that your filter is actually dirty. By default, the controller's timer is set to 200 hours from the first start, and once that time elapses, the notification pops up automatically. No need to worry, this is easy to reset, but if you're unsure or need assistance, don't hesitate to call us. We're here to help and can guide you through it. We have also another video that provides additional information about the MADOKA controller, so be sure to check it out. I hope you found it useful. My name is Marek Początek from MTP Cooling. Thank you for watching.